In this video, we look at Windows Movie Maker. Movie Maker is a nice program if you want to make simple editing of video clips. If you want to find Movie Maker, go to All Programs, and it should be listed at the very top where all your other Windows default programs are, and you see Windows Movie Maker. When you open it up, this is what it looks like. And pretty much Movie Maker is quite easy to use and straightforward. You can burn to DVDs and file formats and so forth. Let's look at some things here. I want to import some videos, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the generic videos that come in Windows Vista. Here are some sample videos that you get in Windows Vista. We're just going to select all of these by left clicking and dragging, selecting all of these pictures, and we're going to put them in this media pool in here. Now we can preview these videos in this preview pane like so. You can watch them, see if you like them. And so forth. This is what we want. So we can pick any of these videos. I'm gonna pick this one to start off, and we see that all of the videos are in a nice storyboard layout. You can change the layout if you prefer. You can change it to a timeline, which I prefer when you really want to do some editing. And by selecting these, you can select the time and length in which they show. We'll make this about 4 minutes and 10 seconds. We'll make it a little shorter. Maybe make this a little shorter. And overall, it tells you that over here it tells you the full amount of time that the video it has. And then we can preview the entire video. And if we want to add some nice transition effects, we can do that as well. And when we're done previewing, we can go ahead and add some effects. We're going to go over here where it says tasks, and we can go ahead and add some effects. These are various effects that you can put. Transitions. We'll use this diagonal transition, and we see how it does a nice clean transition to the next video clip. Put one in here, and so forth. You can also add titles and credits if you prefer. And then we can choose whether we want titles at the beginning. And we can say sample video. You can add the title, and it shows sample video here. We can add some transition effects to that. And we see this is a nice clean video clip. If we want, we can add a fade as well, which makes it look nice. And when we're done, we can go ahead and publish to the computer, which saves it as a file, a DVD, a recordable CD. We can email it, or we can send this to a video camera. But before we do anything more, let's take a look at this. We have here import media, undo, redo, auto movie, and publish movie. We can view effects, transitions, and imported media here. We can change the look or how we want to view our content. Here we can change the view of the task pane. In edit, we can open, create new movies and so forth. Import media from digital camera if you have one. You can edit project properties, which you can give the video a title, copyright information, and comments. Edit, same as always, cut, copy, paste, edit titles and so forth. Here you can have some zoom in effects, full screen preview, monitor size, if you want to see the task pane and status bar, tools. You can add a narrator if you want. If you go to this timeline right here and say narrate timeline, here if you have a microphone, you can go ahead and start to record. If you click here and say show options, you can choose what microphone you want, whether you want to use a USB microphone, the stereo microphone, or digital input if your computer supports it. Go ahead and play, stop, preview your video, and help. So it's pretty straightforward, and we're going to publish this movie to our computer. And when you're done with your movie, you can go ahead and give it a name. We're going to save this to the video folder. If you go to browse, you can save it anywhere. And here you have the default best quality for playback on your computer. If you have a great performing computer, it's going to save it in a really nice quality. You can do a compressed video, or a more advanced. You want an HD quality like video, VHS quality, HD 1080p. I like to stick with the defaults, so I'll go ahead and hit publish. And depending on how long the video is, it should take relatively quick if you have a short video. It takes longer, of course, if you have a video over like 30 minutes or something like that. And once the video is published, you can go ahead and play it. It gives you an option to play the movie back. And we're gonna go ahead and play it, and it open up in my Cyberlink. By default, it'll open up in media player, but since I have Power DVD, it's gonna open up in Power DVD instead. And we see the videos playing nicely with all the transition effects and so forth. So that's how you make a nice little video inside of Movie Maker. And you can save the project if you prefer. This was just a sample of video. So that's it for this video. We just wanted to look at Movie Maker and see what it was all about. If you have Windows XP, chances are that Movie Maker looks a little different. Of course, a lot different from an older version that was on Windows XP. So that's it for this video.